How are we going, folks? Welcome back to Maidencast. This is a long overdue episode. We're doing a bit of catching up at the moment.
Sorry.
So, yeah, we're going to be doing, well, the limited capacity of what we've got so far, but we've got Paul Dianno's latest project, Warhorse. And if I'd have thought a bit ahead, I would have bought the T-shirt that came with this. I would have worn it. It was in the claret and blue West Ham colours, and you got a picture of Paul in his young heyday, and yeah, but I didn't, so I won't. You just have to imagine it. Yeah, so Warhorse is a project. Where was it from, actually? Where the
Croatia, when he was out there, obviously, I think surgery wise and all that, wasn't it?
Yeah, you've got
yeah, I mean, it's
some names I'm not going to. Yeah,
no,
you've got two guitarists, but I'm not even going to try and pronounce their names.
Sorry, guys, we don't want to butcher your names.
Yeah,
you know,
I'd rather not say it than completely put.
Yeah,
Becky Baldwin on bass on one of the tracks. The guitarist also does the bass, and then we've got two other people who I'm not going to pronounce the names on the drums on different tracks as well. What we did get was originally this DVD single with two videos and a little video basically recording the progress of Paul's operation with a little thank you note from Paul as well. And then we've got the track Warhorse that's on the YouTube channel. Now, this DVD doesn't work. It's
yeah, it's a bummer.
I put it on multiple DVD players or Blu-rays throughout the house, and there was one DVD player upstairs that it kind of worked on. I got this menu that looks like it was when you, I don't even know what it, you know, when you download photos onto a disc and then you put that disc into it and it's just got that, looks like a old PC CD-ROM menu where it's just like file number 1 photos. It's like that. And the two files, so I looked at all the photos, but yeah, when the videos just don't work. And
yeah, I mean, we're not saying it's all of them. It could just be Joe got a duff one, but
well, it could just be a different region as well. I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah,
it don't work. But
so all we've got to go on is obviously
all we've really got to go
on YouTube. So
yeah,
and obviously there is another track on that CD, but we won't.
Yeah,
we
there's
won't
a track on here called "The Doubt Within," and I've not heard it.
Which apparently is going to be on the album when it comes out.
Right.
So you will be able to hear it. Just have to wait
until the album comes out.
Yeah.
So we've got these two tracks to go on, and then when the full album is released, we'll cover it then. Hopefully this year. I can't see why it wouldn't come out this year. So we've got 3 solo albums.
So it was supposed to come out this year. So
so we've got 3 albums from each of Iron Maiden's singers, and we'll be covering the new one from Blaze on the next show. But yeah, let's crack on to Warhorse then. What 2 tracks are we?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously the first one, Stop the War. You know, it's
when
look,
you
I want to preface this by saying we love Paul. We love him. We love him. We love him. We love him. But fucking hell, you know, musically, it's well played. You know, obviously the 2 guitarists know what they're doing. The drummer and the bass player, you know, they all know what they're doing. It's just fucking metal as you like, isn't it? But it's not
somewhere. Yeah, it's pretty much standard sort of metal in that European.
Yeah, it's
flavor.
Sort of like Primal Fear meets Man of War, but not very good. Sorry,
I was gonna arrive at the same destination with 2 different routes.
Yeah.
Painkiller era. Maybe 80s era Judas Priest, and Accept.
Yeah,
and Accept was basically the metal AC/DC.
Oh yeah,
anyway,
they're obviously wearing their influences on their sleeves. They fucking love metal, and fair play to them.
And I love that style of metal as well.
Yeah, I do. Primal Fear. They're one of the best bands of true metal bands of the last 30 years.
Yeah, so everything's in place, but something also isn't quite there. I don't know if
to me, it's Paul's vocals. I mean, and obviously, and we know he's still got it because we went to see him a couple of times recently live, and his pipes were fucking phenomenal. You know, Remember Tomorrow was godly. So it ain't nothing to do with the fact he can't sing.
When he's opening with Wrathchild as well, when he does that,
yeah,
and he works up to that high scream.
Yeah,
you and me just sort of looked at each other and did that. So he has still got it, but something about this track just doesn't quite land.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously it's, you know, the message behind it. Yeah, it's sound. You know, stop the war. Yeah, you know, of course that goes without saying. When you know the message is sound, but the delivery is, you know, lyrically it's very
It's a complicated situation. It isn't as simple as people make it out.
No, of course, yeah. You know, it's.
I wouldn't mind it being stopped either, because our unelected prime minister has just put another $3 billion into Ukraine, where we all know it's going to lead nowhere. But that's the thing of it. It's not just sort of stop. You know, yes, the people of Ukraine, people on the ground level, absolutely.
Course, yeah. But as always, it's political, it's governments, it's companies, whatever. So I mean, you know, but that's an argument for another time. But
exactly that. But the song is a bit like, just play this to Vladimir Putin, and then it'll all get sorted.
Yeah, in fact, he'll probably stop it just so he wouldn't have to hear it again.
Good idea. Yeah, so it might be onto something.
So we get the SAS to drop a few thousand copies on him, and a
couple of copies that work, preferably.
Yeah. But you know, again, we love Paul. But to be honest, this is probably the worst thing he's been a part of, and I'm including when he wanted to be Dave Lee Roth in 1984.
What, you mean the masterpiece that is Dianno?
Yeah, your favourite album of all time.
Do you know what? Do you know what? I've been meaning. Right, stay there, folks.
Fucking hell! What have I unleashed now? Where's he going? Must he bought a fucking picture disc special edition or something? What have you done?
Yes.
What have you done?
Bosh.
Fuck me.
Not only did I get the album, Luke, I got the Digipack special edition with bonus tracks. Yes. Yes, mate.
Stroll on. I mean, what?
Including You Really Got Me by the Kinks.
Well, I bet that's a pretty good cover, to be fair.
It's a radio broadcast live on the Friday Rock Show from October 5th, 1984.
Fucking hell.
And a B-sides on there as well. So I've got a B-sides, a Radio 1. Friday Night Rock Show was Radio 1, wasn't it? That must have been Tommy Lance,
I think,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
And a Kinks cover. Fucking yes, I am officially more metal than all of you.
Fucking more something.
Look at that. Look at that. Had to be done. Had to be done.
Thing is, what we're talking about now, you got that fucking thing that you've wasted money on.
Don't waste money on that. That was a fucking worthy investment, mate. That was a waste of money.
The thing that's been released now, the thing that's been released now, somewhere in the middle
Live
of that.
at Ruskin Arms.
Yeah.
1980.
Well,
yeah.
But somewhere in between Dianno and Warhorse, you've got that ultimate peak of Killer's Murder 1. But it took him a while to get there, and he's fallen down again. And it's not for the lack of trying, and it's not for the lack of hooking up with talented musicians, because every band he's been in or associated with, they can all fucking play.
It's a shame, actually, what happened with Architects of Chaos, to be honest.
Yeah, they had things in place there, didn't they? But you know, I'm not saying it's not thinking, going,
yeah, we'll just carry on without him. It's like, no, he was the reason.
He was the reason anyone even give a shit. Yeah,
yeah.
And you know, and these boys, to be fair to them, the Croatian guys, they obviously they want to make something of it, and they're going to be going out and touring it and all the rest of it, and they're actually going to be playing songs live. They're going to be moving away from the Maiden, just doing a Maiden set.
Again, that's what he started doing with Architects of Chaos.
Yeah. But unfortunately, this is not a good first. Well, for me, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's thousands of other people who probably fucking put it in their top 10 tracks of the year in 2022, but not for me. And I appreciated that Paul was back, because before the pandemic hit, he was talking about retiring and doing his last gig. You know, but this seems to have given him a shot in the arm, and for that reason alone, fucking
maybe
yes.
the retiring thing was just because of his condition. Now he's
Yeah,
got
but
these,
but yeah, hooking up with the Croatian boys has lit a fire under his arse, and for that, thanks very much, guys, because Paul Dianno is back, and that can only be a good thing. You know, because we all love Paul. He's a legend. Without him, metal is not what it is today. And we want him to do well. And hopefully the rest of the album is, is better. And saying that moves on nicely to the second track, or not the second track on the CD, but the second track on the YouTube, Warhorse, the title track. It is better. You've lost your volume, Joe.
What?
Oh, there you go. You're back.
Yeah, no, this one's much better.
It's better.
A good little riff that.
Yeah, still fucking whoa,
and then you've got the hook as well. That whoa,
yes.
whoa. That's going to be good live.
Yeah.
I think he could have done with a bit more of a kick in the bass, maybe. So maybe
it's not.
Production's a bit flat.
But, it's a bit flat. It's a bit no comment.
Yeah,
but definitely
that
step
one
up.
I like. Yeah.
Yes, and it's hopefully the doubt. What's the other song called? Doubt Within Me.
The Doubt Within. Yeah,
that's it. Hopefully that's along similar lines to Warhorse, because that is a step in the right direction.
I think it's going to be a standard, like classic heavy metal.
Oh yeah.
With hopefully with an injection of fresh here and there.
Yeah, and stuff always comes across better live, doesn't it? Because you've got better sound and all the rest of it, and you're in the moment, and it'll probably be, when the crowd fucking giving it all this,
also the you don't know if these are going to be the album tracks either. These might be
just rough tracks, mixes. Yeah, they might go back in, tinker with them, whatever, remix and remaster. Yeah. But no, definitely a lot better.
So the jury is out on Warhorse.
Yes,
basically.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, this is just an initial reaction. We recently said, didn't we? We don't like doing things out of context, because when you got an album together, songs make a bit more sense or whatever.
Yeah, and
I mean, don't get me wrong; it'd have to be an album of Operation Mindcrime quality to make "Stop the War" make sense. but fucking, at least Warhorse is where you.
I think as well, when I listen to it like watching the video, without that final verse or that last little bit, it's actually just a standard anti-war song, and it works like that.
Yeah,
it could be set to anything.
Yeah.
So
and then obviously they personalise it to the Ukraine situation. Yeah. But like you say, anti-war songs. I mean, fucking going. I mean, how long?
Since songs have been recorded.
Yeah, exactly.
That would probably be a better thing to do. But it's certainly aged better.
Yes,
they did that on the album. Maybe just drop that last bit and just stop the war and make it all about wars, but wars in general, shall we say?
Yeah, but I suppose obviously with the Croatian boys, they're, being part of the formerly, in the Iron Curtain and all that, and former Yugoslavia, they might have heritage that makes them, really fucking feel for that.
That's understandable as well.
Yeah. But no, like you say, the jury is out, and when we get the album, we'll review it when it comes out, not fucking 18 months down the line.
Yeah. Well, folks, the idea of Maidencast was to cover every nook and cranny along the way, every EP, every side project, every solo album, all in between the Maiden back catalogue. And Warhorse is no different. We had to cover it all. So thanks for watching this. This is a short little episode, but it all goes in the collection, in the library. So we will, like I say, we've got a busy year of activity, Maiden-related activity coming up. Let's say we've got 2 definitely, but 3 potential albums coming out this year from each singer of Maiden. Plus you've got the Maiden tour towards the end of the year as well. Not that any of us are going to go to that, but there'll be some.
No, that's it,
I'm sure. So any news that comes in, any releases that come out, we'll be reviewing them as and when.
What I will do is, I don't know if you saw Nico has been invited by the Mountbatten sort of army musicians. He's playing at the Royal Albert Hall in March.
Oh, right.
And I'm going.
Oh, okay.
It's basically, what is it? Let me get it up, because obviously I want to do these guys justice. I don't just want to get it wrong. And but it is the sort of the military bands, as far as I'm aware.
And he'll be as a special.
1 second. Sorry, guys. I should have. 1 second. 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 1 It's Mountbatten Festival. It's the Mountbatten Festival of Music, and it's the massed bands of His Majesty's Royal Marines. They do it every year.
Yeah.
But they've actually invited Nico along, and apparently they're going to be doing some Maiden covers.
Oh right.
So
Okay.
when I saw that, I bought a ticket. So I'm going to be there. So I'll might do a solo one, or jump on with you, and we'll do a review of that, because that will be something out of the ordinary.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And it'll be a good way to see how Nico's getting on in the recovery from his stroke and that.
Yeah, and it'd be the closest you see of Maiden playing with an orchestra as well.
Yes, in the Royal Albert Halls. You never know. It might give Nico the bug.
There we go, folks. So there's still plenty to come. Yep. Thanks for watching, as always. And this is Maidencast signing off. Until next time. Thank you all.